Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Factorio a Rocket per Patron campaign. So I've just now finished trying to make this supposedly self-contained system, and my god, there are just so many parts that you have to end up adding. And it's still not even completely self-contained because the ratios get a little bit wonky, and I mean, I've got two byproducts that I'm just essentially adding back to the system. We've got the sulfur, which we're not containing, and then we've got the mineralized water, which honestly, I don't even remember what the hell mineralized water is used for. It's used for something, somewhere along the way. I think it's used in the making of stuff and things, or things and stuff. One or the other. Yeah, the crystal slurry. Hey, we're supposed to do something with all those crystals, aren't we? I do have a bunch. I don't think I've ever actually used crystals. How do we make crystal slurry? What if we just search for slurry again? I want to make slurry. 5x crystal slurry. Alright, so is that really all that these geodes are used for? They're just random... Seriously, I need a special recipe for each type of geode? Ugh. Or let's check. Let's just see if these crystal things are used in other things. We'll go Control F, and we're going to search for like crystal. And let's just see... Nope, that's not going to do it. Okay, so no, we don't have to just take the crystals and melt them down. There are other recipes. We're apparently going to get more crushed stone and some sort of fancy pants looking side products. So we can either melt down the geodes, or we can crush them again in a crusher. Literally in a crusher. Okay, and if we take those bits, I don't recognize those. What are those for? Assuming that is going to lead us to these. Is that what these are? Yes, sapphire, rubies, amethyst, emerald, diamond, and topaz. They are made in machines. Let's just see what happens if we search for, like, topaz, emerald, or cut. So when I search for topaz, the only one that shows up is emerald. Makes sense. Alright, so the raw emerald is a product of the processing, yes. It's an ingredient in emerald. Okay, if we go one step higher... Are they just... I think they're just... Why? No, I search for emerald and I get sapphires. Okay. Well, whatever. This is emerald ore into the raw sapphire. Theoretically. Then there's the cut sapphire. Cut tier is then polished. And I think that this is just used for like laser ammo or something. Once it's polished, that is used for making personal laser defense Mark IIs and the laser turret Mark IIs. So polished rubies are actually going to be useful in that way. And then the polished sapphire is going to be needed as well for the Tier 3 lasers. What do we get if we actually upgrade these things? Energy consumption 3.6 megawatts. Power consumption goes up. Shooting speed is 3.3. 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3. So, a good better damage multiplier. We go from plus 12 to plus 18, so 50% boost in damage. And from 20 to, yeah, so it's just straight up 50% increased damage. But we're also spending 25% more energy and a lot more steel and electronic circuit boards and polished rubies and stuff. I think the much simpler approach is just melt all the crap down, huh? Anyway, that's a theoretically self-contained system. I don't know that there are actually enough of the ceramic filters in there right now to keep it running. I didn't do that math to see exactly how many of these things I needed. And I set it up with an overflow valve, so this should never run. This is just, well, that's curious. It still is filling some slag slurry in there. Oh gosh, you know what this thing's probably doing? is as the fluid pulses by and situationally goes above 80%, it's temporarily leaking a tiny, tiny little bit through. Which is not how it should work. It should only work if... Well, I suppose if I had put this machine on the other side... Can this go underneath both machines? No. Okay, I need this thing to appear after these machines that consume it. Or I could just not do it and just have this part shut down. And actually, honestly, these don't even need to be here anymore. So... it should make the system a whole lot simpler, shouldn't it? Yes, yes, it should. Whoa. Why is there so much sulfuric acid in there? That seems like a ton. Here, how about you just request, like, I mean, even if it is just 20 times 25, that's 500 sulfuric acid. That's a lot. Right? So we probably do just need, like, you know, not 200. Probably 20 is plenty. So, here, I need to clear up my inventory a little bit. I've got too much tin. And then I want to take most of this back out again so that we don't end up just creating stupid amounts of this stuff. So you're just going to make directly into him, which means we can get rid of this. These pipes are not necessary. Means we can save on these underground pipe or underground belts. And now you've shut down because there's plenty of stuff, not enough sulfuric acid. But it's actually because... oh, right, by rotating your input, I rotated your output too. Damn. So these actually have to be in a line. Darn it! Alright, well, even though I will admit that it's sort of frustrating how much I'm having to screw around just to get this factory going. It's just such a complicated, complex, and entertaining, I think, system. It is very fun. Do this, and then you're going to do the stone crushing. Alright, and then lastly was the pull in. You're just going to feed directly in that way now, and then because this is coming from here, now it does actually make sense that these machines should get priority. Although it would be better, actually, if I reversed the purified water, so that this could run directly adjacent to it, because they seem to sort of like soak into the pipes a little bit better that way. I'm going to strip all these pipes for a moment. One of these days, man, I'm going to actually get this factory built the way that I want it, right? One of these days. I bet I could actually get all this stuff on this side, since there's so much more room over here now. I wired this guy up so that he was only adding water to the system if the water from the output side was insufficient. And of course, now I'm not going to wire this up, am I? Nope. Even when I try to make it clean and pretty, it's just such a messy, nasty mess, isn't it? You stupid, messy mess. Alright. The slag slurry goes over to... here. There's the slag slurry. The water, which was being added here only if there wasn't enough, which right now there isn't, needs to get added. Okay. This does need to apparently be underground belt. And if it's going to be underground belt, we might as well not make it quite so... such a weird inserter. I mean, I like doing weird inserters because I think they're hilarious, but at the same time, they're kind of crazy. I'll admit. Alright, so you're going to make... no, that's wrong. No. Don't put the slag slurry on there. You put those onto there. You're feeding that machine. I could spend apparently all day just doing this one part. So you're going to feed that machine then instead, and you're going to feed the other machine, I guess. And they're both outputting. Outputting or putting out? Ah. Let me actually put you here. The thing that you're lacking right now is still ceramic filters, which is probably because I didn't give you enough to begin with. Okay, so yeah, you are a check valve. You check to see if the amount of water in the pipes, in this specific pipe, is more than 20, and if it is, then this guy here is not allowed to work, so we don't add more water to the system, so this guy always has the ability to do his job. We end up with sulfuric wastewater. We're waiting on enough to make it run, and then the sulfur byproduct, and then the mineral water, and then blah, 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 blah. In theory, it should work. Now we have 72k iron ore, so it totally works, right? Totally works. What a messy system. I'm not even sure if I'm happy with it yet. Don't really like that. Really, it would make more sense if this water input was like up here by where the water is made, wouldn't it? Yeah, kinda. I hope that people aren't getting too frustrated with me. I know that the comment section hasn't been the most happy, right? But at the same time, it's like, part of the fun for me, at least with this campaign, is not about, like, breaking any records or anything. It's about, solving the problem over time, right? Just sort of figuring things out as we go. We're gonna bend these guys, because it just makes them ever so slightly more efficient and cost less power. And that means that you are the one that we're going to wire up to that little bot. If purified water is less than 20% of the check pipe, then you're allowed to add water. Otherwise, don't run at all. 20 is being delivered. That means that this whole thing doesn't need to be here. Now maybe we can clean this space up a little bit. Starting to look a little bit better. So this thing is relatively self-contained and balanced. Let's just check to confirm that it is running properly. I still do have the overflow for the slag, which should be getting absolutely nothing, and yet it still is. Damn it. Why are you not taking all of the slag slurry? You're running non-stop. That's great. Why are you not getting any? Explain to me how it's skipping this one here and going straight down to there. I know that, okay, Factorio Fluid Mechanics 101, right? It smashes into that. Why don't we do, maybe I can force it by putting another overflow valve or something? Yes, that seems to have helped. Getting absolutely none now. And both machines are running. So, I think what happens is when the fluid comes out, it smashes into that wall, which, like, somehow affects its physics, right? It immediately goes in this machine, but then it tries to go that way, and it turns. And then it somehow, it has more forward velocity than it does sideways velocity, so it skips this machine and smashes against that corner, and then goes into this machine. So the only way we can force this machine to even get anything is to put the overflow valve there, which just somehow makes everything all better. So, okay, both these guys are running, I think it was like 85% of the time, roughly, which supports these three machines, which are all running, and we should see pretty much no mineral sludge in here at all. And then there's just some sulfuric byproduct. Unfortunately, the robots are going to come, and they're going to pick up like 3 at a time to get rid of it. I think in the interest of, like, the robots being efficient, actually going to take this one step further. We're going to make this into a passive provider. And then we're going to wire this guy up. Or not. Let's just leave it a passive provider. If the whole damn thing shuts down, it shuts down. Is that bad? No, that's bad. We shouldn't let it shut down. You guys have stopped. Why are you stopping? You have nowhere to put your slime. Great. Now I've given you too many. Gotta figure out what the exact right number is. Honestly, this guy could be right between these two. Oh my god, that would look so much better. I'm gonna spend the entire damn episode on this little area here, aren't I? Why, yes. Yes, I am. Okay, so let's do it this way. We're gonna copy this chunk and just stick it over there and just say that needs to get added back in for now, and then we're going to get rid of it. All right, then I'm totally gonna have way too much random junk in my inventory. No. I've got to redo it. I can make it so much better. It's about incrementing, right? I got to increment here. I'm gonna make it so much prettier. You need to move up a little bit. Because if we put it's roughly one blue level 4 assembly machine to reset the ceramic filters. So if we move you far enough up so there's space for a machine right here, it doesn't even have to be like an extra tile in between. We can actually utilize multiple inserters here on either side. But if we do that, and then that machine thing is going to go like here. Yeah, hold that for now. You're going to be the ceramic. Resetting of the ceramic filters with purified water. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Right here. We can even line it up so that it's feeding from the same bit of water. Okay, It'll be so damn pretty when it's all done, isn't it? Maybe. Probably not. So this was our purified water. And I had set the slag slurry on this side because I was trying to force this thing to work properly, but it turns out I don't really have to do that if I utilize the overflow pipe. So let's swap them again. We will put you instead here. Which gives me space to do the water on the interior there. Okay, and then the only thing you're lacking is your actual proper outputs, because I shifted you all. That's not good. That's actually less power. Wait. Ah, damn. My obsession with trying to make it small and pretty is not good. Now I'm still lacking inserters here though, so you are where we are going to. We need an inserter to grab out of and into this machine. Thinking more like 1, 2, 1, 2, but now I've got you in the way, so can we fit you one more over? Which now I'm having issues getting you power and you power because you need to be over by 1 as well. I think we can just put this guy. No, it doesn't have to be there, it just needs to be somewhere. Alright. We need input, output, input, output. So we're going to go grab from above you. And you're going to take out of that machine into that machine. Same thing with you. You're going to grab out of that machine into that machine. You guys are going to do the opposite. You're going to grab from the machine into the machine. From the machine into the machine. And now we can do some really squirrely inserter shenanigans. Okay, so you're from this guy into that guy, and then you're from that guy into that guy. We can actually go... Same thing here. It looks so goofy, but it works. And now we need to just add the right number of these things so that it actually functions non-stop. Have I just spent a half hour solving a problem I've solved before? Quite possibly, yes. But I'm still enjoying myself, so... Hope you are too. And the whole thing has come to a screeching halt. Why? What is wrong with you? Because there's no room to output because I've added too many. There's going to be a very delicate balance here. Evidently. And the answer is I don't even know how many it is, because it's working now. That one turned off for a second. These little inserters are so twitchy. There's something wrong with my science, though, this whole time that I've been working on this. So that's fun. All this just to process... this whole damn thing just to process 25 crushed stone per second. I mean, meanwhile, we do have 85k iron ore, so at least that's going. But, which means there really shouldn't be a steel shortage. If there still is. I doubt that there still is. What can we work on? We'll figure out why science isn't happening. For one, you lack pump jacks. Pump jacks is because there's none steel. How is it possible that there's none steel? Oh god, I did that thing again where I said gotta be an exact thing, and it's neither condition's true because there's exactly 0 of each. So they both just turn off. Fantastic. Man, you know what? I swear, sometimes me and these wire conditions, I just make the game so much harder on myself, don't I? Why, yes, Aruma, you do. Mm-hmm. So instead, we're gonna cut you for a second. I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. This will be the only steel out. And we'll use a... I don't know, there's this thing in the game called a splitter. I've heard of them in stories. They apparently balance 2 lines and split them and stuff or something. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna do it that way, rather than move it all around and stuff. And, that is such a silly, silly reason to have had none science for so long. None science. But we've made modular logic boards. So we're totally ready for modules in theory. Except not yet. Not until we actually have the tech. Right, so I was going to say, or I was saying at one point, that these machines could actually be the electronics assembly machines. Because we also could research the tier 3s, which are crafting speed of 4 for 360 kilowatts versus the crafting speed of 2 for 300. So we could double the speed for only 20% more power. which is something I should definitely try to do. Well, whatever that just did, got quite a few of the robots set about working by me asking for them to do some stuff and things or something. I think we might need to request more steel per second here to keep this thing running. Okay, modules is finally done. Yay! Modules. I want automation. Electronics assembly machines is what I want. Alright, cool. Well, I apologize for taking so long to solve that problem, but we're in a better spot now. I'm gonna take a break here. See you again in the next episode.